we're going to turn these overripe bananas into an amazingly tasty banana bread. Hello folks, welcome to How to Make Amazing Banana Bread, a very flavorful treat from those overripe bananas. Let's get started collecting everything that we need here. We're going to need 1 cup of milk. We're going to need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, your favorite non-stick cooking spray, 1 teaspoon of salt, a multi-loaf bread pan. This one here makes 8 small loaves, 2 to 4 ripe or overripe bananas, 2 large eggs. We're going to need 1 tablespoon of white vinegar and 1 stick of butter. We're going to get started by taking that 1 tablespoon of white vinegar and we're going to pour that into a 1/2 cup measuring cup. And then we're going to go ahead and fill the rest of that with our milk. We will let this sit for 10 minutes, at which time we'll have buttermilk. We'll add 2 cups of flour into a large mixing bowl. Then we'll take 1 teaspoon of baking soda, throw that in there, and then 1 teaspoon of salt into that same bowl, and mix up those dry ingredients. Then we can put that aside, as that's ready now for when we need it. Alright, you wait over there. Here's the perfect time to start preheating the oven to 325 degrees. Now we'll grab a new bowl and add 1 stick of butter to that. The butter should be fully softened, or partially melted in our case. Now we're going to add that 1 cup of sugar into the bowl with the butter. Then we're going to cream those two together. You want to make sure these get fully mixed together here to form a nice thick cream, which should end up looking a lot like this. Continuing on with the same mixing bowl, let's add those 2 large eggs and cream those together as well. First you want to make sure those yolks are nicely broken in, and then you want to get into a nice strong whipping motion to thoroughly mix in those eggs with the cream, and you'll end up with a mixture that looks like this. Now it's time to get those beautiful bananas and mash those nicely together. In our household, these bananas would never be eaten by themselves, but when you turn them into banana bread, they get devoured. An added bonus of using these overripe bananas, they are a heck of a lot easier to mash up, just like so. When we're finished doing that, we'll add those bananas to that creamy butter mixture. We'll also grab our milk and vinegar mixture, aka buttermilk, and mix that in as well. Again here, this is a stage you want to make sure everything is thoroughly mixed together before we add all of those dry ingredients. That's looking pretty good there. Now we're going to go back to our old friend with all the dry ingredients. Add that to the wet ingredients. And now again, thoroughly mixing all of these together. We're burning off some calories before we start consuming. Whew, I think we're done. It's now time to spray that multi-loaf bread pan with your cooking spray. And then you can start filling up each of those loaves with your mixture. This is also a fun time to be able to customize each of the small loaves. We're adding in some blueberries for my loaf there. Other options are mini chocolate chips, mini M&Ms, varieties of nuts, raisins, etc. It's your time to be creative. Once you have them all filled up, it's ready for the oven, which should be fully preheated now to 325 degrees. The full baking time with these smaller loaves is 30 minutes, and at the halfway point, we do rotate them to make sure they're baking evenly. After that full 30 minutes, let's see what we have here. Those are looking pretty. These have been a consistent treat in our house for the last almost 3 decades, and they never get old. Everybody loves them in the house, and they never last long. We hope you enjoy these as much as we do. You can take a look at some of these other recipe ideas by clicking the videos above. Thanks for watching, and God bless.